This is Lesson 11 Assessment, problem number 1. When we have a problem like this where there is a radical in it and we're looking to solve, a good idea is to have the radical on one side and then a constant on the other side. Sometimes we have two radicals. We can have a radical on the left and a radical on the right. In this case, we already have the radical on the left and the constant on the right. So we're ready for that first step. And that first step is to get rid of the radical. And so the square root of 2x plus 8, in order to get rid of that, in order to solve, we actually want to square it. So the opposite of square root is squaring. And if we do that to the left-hand side of the equation, we also have to do that to the right-hand side of the equation. And so on the left, we'll now just have the 2x plus 8. And on the right, we will have 6 squared being 36. And now this looks like a traditional linear equation where we can start solving from there. So I will try to isolate the x, which is already on the left-hand side, by subtracting 8 from both sides here. That gives us a 2x on the left. The 8's cancel each other out, and we have a 28 here on the right after subtracting. And then the last step for solving will be to divide by 2 on both sides so that we get x equals 14. And so we solved this, and now what we want to do is to check. So checking involves PEMDAS and replacing our x with the number that we solved for at the end, that 14 right there, plus 8. And we want to know, does that, once we compute all that, does that equal 6, all right, from the original? And so we have 2 times 14 is 28, and then 28 plus 8 is 36, and then the square root of 36 is 6, and so we know that that equals 6. And so we've solved, we got an x equals 14, we checked, and we got 6 equaling 6.